So this product here, Brake Buster by P&S, is probably the favorite versatile wheel cleaner that we have found in the 3 or 4 years that we've been producing content for Omni Garage, and just the years that we've been washing our cars and maintaining them. One of the reasons that we love this product is it's suitable on pretty much any wheel type, and it's really versatile in the fact that you can use this to clean both the wheel and also the rubber. So it's really an all-in-one. You don't have to have 2 special products. It's really good for maintenance washes, and it's also pretty good at cutting through pretty deep, intense dirt, which is what we've got on the 2020 Range Rover that we're going to be cleaning today. So as you can see here, we've got a pretty dirty car. It's probably traveled 3-4 weeks in some pretty atrocious weather. It's covered a couple of road trips as well. So as far as wheels go, this is probably as dirty as you're going to get, unless you've been going off-roading and driving through mud. So obviously the first thing that we need to do is we need to get prepped in order to clean the wheels. First thing we're going to do is give them a really thorough rinse, and then we'll show you a couple of different application methods of this product here. It's really, really easy to foam it. So we're going to use it both in a foam cannon, and we'll also show you on a wheel spraying it straight up. We're not diluting this at all. It is a product that you can dilute, and there's a few different methods out there depending on what type of grime that you're trying to fight through. But what we'll do, we'll get the wheel bucket set up and we'll show you a couple of applications. Alright, so this is our preferred method. We have Brake Buster straight up, straight out of the bottle in our foam cannon. We like to apply via the foam cannon because we get great coverage on the wheel, and you want good coverage and you want lots of Brake Buster to the wheel so that you get great lubricity when you're cleaning these wheels. So I think one of the best characteristics of Brake Buster is the fact that it is really slick, especially if you're applying it in this fashion and you're foaming it across the wheel to get that good coverage. We've tried a lot of other wheel cleaners, and the thing that I have confidence with Brake Buster is that no matter what kind of finish is on the wheel, so whether it's gloss, satin, matte, we never have to think twice about actually applying the product on the wheel. Where some other products that are more acidic, because this is a non-acid based wheel cleaner, you do have to be a bit careful around what types of finishes of wheels you're using it on. And I mean, the actual dirt cleaning ability of this here, you can see from the wheelbarrows there. The wheelbarrows? The wheel barrels. You can see from the wheel barrels the dirt that is coming off. I mean, it's done a pretty good job. People will say, well, Brake Buster is quite a light cleaner for wheels. Well, these wheels are dirty. I mean, it's been over a month since I cleaned them, and there's no coating on here. These wheels are just bare, and I mean, it's done a really good job at cleaning here. So what we would typically do here is, obviously we're working through our bucket. We've got a range of tools in there. We've got brushes, we've got a mitt. We do have the brush that accesses the barrels as well. So some of the common downsides that people would talk about this product is that it may not be aggressive enough. I think we can prove that wrong based on the experience we've had using this product. These wheels are absolutely filthy, and we have cleaned dirtier as well. And I mean, just look at the runoff there. We are getting a lot of dirt off the wheel. So this is advertised as a gel. It's odd, right? Because it's more of a liquid, but it's advertised as a gel-based wheel cleaner. And what that gel does is that it obviously breaks down the dirt, makes it easier to remove. So you can see now that I've cleaned the face of the wheels and the barrels, you can tell there's a little bit of Brake Buster still on the rubber. That's had time to sort of eat away at the dirt that's stuck into the face of the rubber here. I do like to spray a little bit extra of Brake Buster just onto here, let it sit for a little bit. And then we can come in with our factory tire brush, just clean up the face of the rubber here. And what's really good about getting this nice and clean is that when we apply our tire dressing, we want to make sure that we're applying that to a clean rubber face. And when you've got really dirty rubber as well, like what we have today, you do get a bit of browning as you start to agitate with the tire brush. I've heard people say, oh yeah, the browning's just a bit of the leaching of the tire, but I'm telling you now that this has been done multiple times.
These tyres are not new, and so that is definitely dirt coming out of the tyre there.
Oh, absolutely, because I mean, we've gone there the second, third time around, and we've continued to scrub till you get to a point where there is no brown coming off those tyres. So that is 100% dirt, as you might start to see here. Some light browning on there. And this is where this product comes into its own. It's really versatile. You don't have to pull out an additional product right now. There are some really good rubber cleaners on the market. One of them that we do like in certain circumstances is CarPro Retire, but we find for maintenance washing, this does a pretty good job. You can see the browning on there right now. And it's basically as easy as that.
So if you don't have a foam cannon, here's the other method you can use, is you can use your brake buster straight up in a spray bottle. You're going to spray it to the face of the wheel, the tyre and everywhere. Now you're not going to get as good as coverage as you would with the foam cannon. You're going to feel like the product is probably going to run away. It's not going to cling to the wheel like it would in the foam cannon, and you're probably going to end up using a little bit more product than you would otherwise.
And I find what you need to do if you're using it in this fashion as well is reapply halfway through the clean of the wheel, because you lose that lubricity, which is the advantage you get if you are using this in a foam cannon. Still going to have really good behavior, because again, this is straight up, it's not diluted in any way, shape or form, whereas the foam cannon was obviously pulling some water through as well, so it's a bit more aggressive, but you are going to use a bit more product and you're probably going to have to reapply as well.
So we've already sort of touched on one downside of this product, is that people will say it's not an aggressive enough cleaner for them. They want a little bit more. Well, you just probably got to start and clean your wheels a bit more frequently so that you don't get all that build up. For us, this is definitely aggressive enough because we regularly maintain our vehicles. The other downside of this product is people say, well, I want a product with an iron remover. Now, a product with an iron remover means that you can get rid of the iron that's built up on the face of the wheels, the barrels, and that gets built up from basically the brakes, the calipers, from the brake pads. Now, for us, we would probably do that periodically, but we would use a specific iron remover product when we wanted to do that. So you can see that I've already sort of cleaned the wheel well, and I've cleaned the barrel of the wheels, but now I'm getting ready to reapply more product to get to these face of these wheels. We didn't need to do that when we had the foam cannon, so that's why foam cannon is our preferred method for this product. Brake Buster also has anti-corrosion properties in it, and it just helps to protect the face of the wheels, protect your brake calipers and your rotors. So that's just a little added benefit of using Brake Buster.
So we're showing you the two different types of ways that you can apply this product here. Now keep in mind as well that you can dilute this product. So both of those applications you saw us use just now were straight up, both on the foam cannon and from the bottle. We've had great success in the past though, diluting this 1-to-1, so 50% water, 50% Brake Buster. One of the advantages of this product is that here in New Zealand, and obviously overseas, in particular in the US, it is really affordable. So I think this is a product that, given how accessible and how affordable it is, the cleaning power you get from just using this straight up means that that's probably the way that I would recommend that you use this product.
You can buy it in a litre, you can buy it in a gallon, and you can buy it in 5 litres.
Yep, so you've got a whole range of different product sizes. If you've never used this product before, 500ml bottle, which is the smallest P&S offer, will actually get you through maybe 2 or 3 washes, so a really good way to test this out for yourself. I think that you will end up be wanting to buy a litre bottle in addition to gallons, and you'll continually refill from the gallons. So couple of the key things for us with this product, obviously accessibility and price point are one of them. The second thing would be the ability to use it in a foam cannon as well. So this product foams extremely well, which means we get really good coverage across the wheel, and it means we don't need to reapply as you saw us doing that second wheel. So we get that good lubricity through the entire wheel without needing to come back and hit it again with the product. It just gets us really good coverage as well. So that leads us into the cleaning characteristics of it. We find for maintenance washes, as dirty as these wheels were today, they have come up absolutely fantastic. We can clean the rubber and the face of the wheel, and probably the most important thing above all of those is that it is safe. We have used this across dozens and dozens of different vehicles, different wheel finishes, your mattes, your satins, your glossies, and we never need to do a test spot on the wheel before we pull this product out and start using it. So I think for us, that's probably the key. It is safe, but also the accessibility of this product. I mean, we've been using this for years now, and although we do try numerous products, this is the one that we always come back to. If there's any other wheel cleaner products that you suggest we try, feel free to drop a comment below and we will purchase them. We'll give them a try, and if they make the cut, we will be sure to let you guys know and make another video. So thank you so much for watching. Catch you on the next one.